Hello everyone, in this video I'll be talking about microsporogenesis. In the last video we talked about the 4 layers of anther. In that video we discussed that the innermost layer is known as tapetum. This tapetum has many cells. These cells are known as sporogenous tissues. Or they are also known as pollen mother cell or microspore mother cell. Each cell of sporogenous tissue will undergo meiosis. These will undergo meiosis and produce 4 microspores. These will produce 4 microspores. These microspores, since these are 4 in number, these are also known as microspore tetrad. Each microspore has the capability to make the pollen grain. They can make pollen grain by using the process of mitosis. Now let us discuss how they make the pollen grain. This is one pollen mother cell. It has a nucleus and it has a vacuole. If you can recall, this vacuole in plants is larger in size and there is only one vacuole in plant cell. This will undergo asymmetrical cell division. Asymmetrical cell division. That means they'll have an unequal division. The result of this will be there will be one big cell and one small cell, like this. One large cell and one small cell. The largest cell is known as vegetative cell and the smallest one is known as generative cell. Now let us see how this cell will make a pollen grain. If we see the structure of pollen grain, the vegetative cell will look like this. And generative cell will look like this. There will be a layer. This layer is known as intine and there will be an outermost layer. That layer is known as exine. Exine is a discontinuous layer. It is not present everywhere. Here the exine is present. This particular place, this particular region is known as germ pore, where exine is not present. Right? And there will be a plasma membrane as well. This is the plasma membrane. Now let us understand the difference between vegetative cell and generative cell. First of all, vegetative cell is large in size and generative cell is smaller in size. Right? Vegetative cell has food reserve and generative cell give male gamete. If we talk about the shape, vegetative cell is irregular in shape and generative cell is spindle shaped. Vegetative cell helps in the formation of pollen tube, and generative cell helps in the formation of pollen grain, which will actually fertilize with the egg. Now there are two layers that we have studied, exine and intine. Let us see the difference between these two as well. Here we have exine and intine. Exine is a discontinuous layer and intine is a continuous layer. Exine is made up of sporopollenin. Sporopollenin is resistant to alkali, that means basic substances, acidic substances, temperature and enzymes. And intine is made up of cellulose and pectin. The last difference between these two is exine is used for protection. Different species have different structure or design of exine, and intine helps in the development of pollen tube. This is all about microsporogenesis. If you have any question, you can leave a comment. Thank you so much for today and have a great day.